have typos on ours. You never know. So who's your teacher?
Miss D.
Miss D? Okay, I've heard of her before. How about your teacher? Miss Falzone? I think I've heard of her before as well. How about you? Miss Zamara? Melissa. I think I've heard of her too. Good. All right, we'll get to them. Go ahead.
All right. You ready to rock and roll?
I have 6.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. It is Monday, June 17th, 2024 at 6 p.m. and I'll call to order the Freetown Board of Select meeting. This meeting will be recorded and will be available on the town's YouTube page. So first today, we are going to introduce the third graders that won the essay contest, which was based on why I'm proud of my community. So we have Annalise Elward. Want to wave? Sonia Bobek. Lana Lord. Lana, sorry. Please correct me when I get your names wrong. I appreciate that. I do it all the time. Carter Marcelino. Marcelino. I should know that one, Carter. And this is the toughest one. So Lola Sargowitz.
Yes.
You got that one right? Hey. All right, well, I want to say congratulations. You guys did a great job. We all read the 3 selectmen. Obviously, Jared cannot be here with us tonight, but we all read them and, we're really proud of your writing, and we're proud that you're proud of this town, because that means that we're doing something right. Saw some common themes. Everyone's proud of the history of this town, and we have a very historic town back to the 1600s. And also very proud of the first responders that we have in our town. That was another common theme I saw, which I think we all appreciate everything that they do, and it was great to see that come through in the writing. So I'm going to give an opportunity for each of you to read your essay if you'd like. If you don't want to, you can just pass, and that's no problem at all. So if Annalise, do you want to start? All right, go for it.
I'm proud of the town of Freetown. Freetown has given me a beautiful place to live, a home that I moved into when I was 1 year old with my family. Even though it is a small town, there are many things to do. One of my all-time favorite things to do is go on Long Pond in East Freetown to go swimming and go on our pontoon boat. We live close by, so we can walk there. And I also enjoy fishing in the water, too. I love that Freetown has a lot of nature and a calm country-like environment. Since Freetown is a smaller town, not only do we have firefighters and police officers, but we also have volunteer firefighters and reservist police officers who sacrifice their time for our safety. I come from a military family. My dad is in the Army, and it is important to me that Freetown supports our veterans by remembering the fallen with memorials throughout the community. Freetown has a long history going back to the colonial times. I was able to visit the Historical Society, Freetown Police Station and Fire Station, and the Freetown State Forest. During my recent field trips, my favorite field trip was the Historical Society because I was able to go into the first school, the old convenience store from the 1700s, and a house from the 1600s. I love learning about history, a tradition that is important to me and my family is the annual 4th of July parade. We started watching the parade when I was 1 year old, and I have made it a tradition to go every year. When I was 5 years old, I was able to participate in the parade by walking with my friends. I am happy that the town has brought the parade back after a long 3 years. Every year, my school has a coin drive to help raise money for the amazing fireworks show at Hathaway Park. I am looking forward to this summer so I can enjoy all the things I love about my town, Freetown.
It's pretty cool stuff.
Great job. Sonia?
My name is Sandra Bobak. I would like to start off by thanking the fire department. Along with all the great things they do in my area around Christmas, I see a fire truck come around with Santa in it. It always makes me happy seeing my neighbor outside too, and adds a joy to my holiday. That is because of the fire department. I am also glad it is a kid-friendly place. I can play in front of my yard and not worry too much about cars. And I always have a neighbor to say hi to. There are playgrounds around my house, and I always feel safe in my yard. I would also like to thank the police department for keeping us safe and coming when there's trouble. Thanks to them, my school, my home, and all of Freetown is as safe as it can be. This is why I am proud of my community, and it is the perfect home.
Great job, Sam. Awesome. Now, let me try to get this right. Is it Lana? Yes. Got it.
I am proud of my community because most people are very nice, and that's how you make friends. There is a park on Water Street that I enjoy going to, and every year they do the fireworks on the 4th of July. The vet in Freetown takes care of my pets, and the state forest takes care of nature. My library has games and programs that I enjoy. Those are the reasons I am proud of my community.
Great job. Carter, you're up next.
Pride means to have faith in something and to admire it. I'm proud to be from Freetown. Some background knowledge about Freetown was that it was founded in 1683, which makes Freetown 341 years old. Freetown is a part of Massachusetts, which is one of the original 13 colonies. Freetown is the home of the Freetown State Forest, Gurney Sawmill, Long Pond, and Assonet River. I love my community. Let me tell you why. The first reason I have pride in Freetown is their outstanding school district and how much their teachers, principals, and staff have so much pride in their students too. For example, the teachers at Freetown Elementary School show that they really care about their students by supporting us. Another reason I have pride in Freetown is because it is such a lively community. For example, every year, even if it rains, the town hosts a 4th of July parade in Assonet, and vehicles drive around the streets tossing candies towards children. And plus, the Strawberry Festival with the most delicious strawberry shortcake. You cannot forget the fireworks, too. Freetown's events do not only light up the sky, but light up everyone's day, too. Yet another reason I have pride in Freetown is how safe the community is. There is so much protection the townspeople get. Multiple fire departments and police stations are scattered throughout East Freetown and Assonet. Fire departments and police stations are also provided with helpful equipment and gear for their jobs. They work hard to keep us all safe every day. I have pride in Freetown, and Freetown has pride in us. The Selectmen and the other town officials work hard to provide us with a safe and fun place to live. Freetown has a food pantry, stores, houses, schools, fire and police departments, and much, much more. I'm proud to be a resident and Boy Scout of Freetown.
And finally,
I think Lola.
Lola.
I think you're up.
I am proud of my community by Little Songwoods. I'm proud of my community because I am very grateful to be a Freetown Fox at Freetown Elementary School. I have been a student here for over the past 4 years and have made many new friendships and learned a lot about our community from the wonderful teachers and staff. I am lucky to live in a community where we have plenty of open space to enjoy the great outdoors. Like the Freetown State Forest, I enjoy walking around the Freetown with my family
and exploring nature. With all of the town parks and beaches we have with the community, there are a lot of places to spend the days with my family and friends. I really enjoy living in the town because of its small and quiet nature. Just the way I have grown to love it. The town was founded in 1838. Is one of the oldest communities in the state. These are just a few of my reasons why I'm proud to be a member of the Freetown community.
Great job, everybody, and, it shows a lot of courage to get up here and to read your essays. I know it's not easy. I think there's a lot of adults who wouldn't want to get up here and read anything. So you guys I'm really proud of you, and, it really shows a lot of guts. So you should be really proud of yourselves as well. So I think I'll present these after, I think. We'll go through the rest of it, and then we can take pictures before we take a little recess. So now we get to vote on some things. You guys ready?
Hope some make some votes.
Okay. And I think this, based on some of your essays, I think some of these votes will be very important to the things that you guys care about. Well, this first one's kind of boring, but. So this is a discussion of vote whether to approve the open session minutes from 5/20/24 and 6/3/2024 at 2 PM and 6 PM. So I'll entertain a motion to approve those open session minutes. And then someone's gonna say motion made.
Motion me.
We have a second.
All right, so we have a second. All in favor? And you say aye.
Aye.
Everyone agrees? Okay.
That's tough. We all
All right,
agree?
so
All right.
we've now approved those minutes.
Good job. You guys are doing good.
Now, this is just another nice thing we get to do, is when have these Board of Select meetings and someone does something cool in the town or great, we get to, congratulate them publicly to make sure that their hard work is appreciated. So we'd like to congratulate the Tuesday Club on a successful Strawberry Festival. So let's give a little round of applause to the Tuesday Club. Did anyone get to go to the Strawberry Festival?
Yeah.
You did?
December.
Oh, wow. He's definitely-
The Strawberry Festival? No, it's okay.
I couldn't go this year either, but, next year, definitely gonna make it.
All right.
Okay. So now this one, I think the employees of the town would be very concerned of how this vote goes. So this is a discussion of vote on whether to close the town hall, the libraries, the council on aging, highway department, and the transfer station for the 4th of July holiday. So any discussion on that? Do we think we should give the folks the day off that work so hard in our town for the 4th of July?
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think that? Okay. All right, so I'll entertain a motion that we close the town hall, libraries, council on aging, highway department, and transfer station for the 4th of July holiday. Does anyone want to make that motion?
I agree.
Okay. Do I have a second? Say second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, great job. Now, this one is relevant if you want to buy any more kind of earrings of that nature when we get to the 4th of July. So we have to approve the license that allows people to sell stuff at the 4th of July. They can't, someone just can't show up and start selling the stuff without permission from the town, right?
Those
So,
balloons and swords and lights that you see?
So, yeah, so I'll read this article, or this agenda item. So it's discussion and vote whether to approve the hawkers and peddlers license for the 3rd of July fireworks in Freetown for Nico's Novelty. So do you guys want to buy some toys there, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah? Think so?
Good idea?
Okay.
You sure about this one? Okay.
Okay, so with that, so I'll entertain a motion that we vote to approve the hawkers and peddlers license for the 3rd of July fireworks in Freetown for Nico's Novelty. Do I have a motion? Say, motion made? Do I have a second?
What are you thinking, Elise?
Second.
Second?
Yeah.
She
All right.
says yes to that as well.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that motion's passed. Now, this, agenda item 7, this is discussion and vote whether to grant exclusive access to the Hathaway Park for the 4th of July parade and fireworks on July 3rd and July 4th, 2023. So now this is important because we want to make sure that no one's planning to have a baseball game on the same day, or if someone's, having a cookout there, we got to make sure that, only the town and the, the fireworks committee is going to be set up there. That can lead to a big issue. So we all agreed to give them exclusive access?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that
Have
make
some fireworks
sense?
that night instead. Games can wait, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Wanna agree? All right.
All right, so
Sounds
with
good.
that, so I'll entertain a motion to vote exclusive access to the Hathaway Park for the 4th of July parade and fireworks on July 3rd and 4th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
Motion made.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. You guys are getting the hang of this.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good. We're
Kind of.
gonna be out of a
It
job
took me
soon.
longer. It took me longer to get the hang of it when I started doing this.
You guys are doing great.
All right, and also, so now, agenda item 8 is discussion and vote to close South Main Street and Water Street for the 4th of July parade on July 4th, 2024. So we gotta make sure that so that everything's safe, that we have to shut down those roads, because we don't want cars driving around and, any kind of accidents to take place. So what do you guys think about this? Should we shut down the road for the parade?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, all right, awesome.
Are you guys gonna be in a parade this year?
Yes.
What
Yeah.
about
Wow,
Yeah.
it? Yeah?
that's
I'm
exciting.
sure we can make that happen.
Yeah,
Wait, what do you
throw
say?
some candy?
What do you?
Okay. So now, I'll entertain a motion to vote to close South Main Street and Water Street for the 4th of July parade on July 4th, 2024. Do I have a motion?
I motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Yep.
Second.
Carter seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, awesome.
Can we drink these? Can we drink these waters?
Yeah, you can drink the water.
Yeah.
We're there for you.
What is it for you?
Parched
You're
here.
thirsty? Go ahead. That's why we have them up there.
Okay, so now I think we're gonna go into a little recess. We're gonna take some photos. Actually, first I think I'll present these. So if you guys want it, Charles, maybe you and I can go over there and we'll call you up one at a time, and then you can take these and go sit with your parents. Does that make sense?
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Your camera's ready.
So I'm gonna read, can you hear me? All right, so I'll read the certificate. So, Town of Freetown, certificate of appointment to, in this case, is Annalise. We, the selectmen of the Town of Freetown, by virtue of authority in us vested by the laws of the Commonwealth, do hereby appoint you as selectmen of the night, June 17th, 2024, given at Freetown, Massachusetts, the 17th day of June, 2024, and it's signed by all 3 Board of Selectmen. Okay, so if Annalise, want to come up? So,
All
now
right.
you gotta smile, this is what the politicians do. Okay, thank you.
Good job.
You and again, why does it keep doing that to me?
Sonia? Congratulations. Great job. Lana? Congratulations.
Good job up there.
Thank you.
Lola? Congratulations. And last but not least, Carter, you can take your water with you if you want.
You tie that tie yourself? That's good.
You
sharp,
gotta
buddy,
switch
look
hands
sharp.
though. You gotta switch hands.
Oh,
though.
that
So,
way.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta give it. There you go. You got it. Congratulations, guys.
That was beautiful.
Parade now.
There's some coffee and treats in the back.
You gotta make a motion.
Yeah, so I'm gonna entertain a motion to go into recess.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so we'll take a 5-minute break.
Break time.
Okay, so we're now back from recess, back in open session. So agenda item 9 is discussion on requested mooring in process. So we don't have the folks here in order to continue this conversation. It is something, it's an interesting one we need to kind of figure out, but I think we're gonna push this to the next meeting until we can get the right folks in the room. Is that fair?
Sounds good.
Okay, so agenda item 10, discussion and vote whether to award the Stone Foundation repair and reappointing,
Pointing.
it should be repointing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, repointing to the town hall, village schoolhouse, to DeMello Construction Services. So it looks like we got a good amount of bids, right?
No,
Oh, we only got one bid back. Those are the bids
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were going for. Okay, that makes more sense. And the total quote here is $23,400. Does that make sense? It does. Any questions or concerns on this?
No, it needs to get done, and if we wait any longer, this might cost us more down the road, so.
Okay. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to award the Stone Foundation repair and repointing to DeMello Construction for the Town Hall and Village Schoolhouse.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Now we have an agreement related to the same things, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the agreement between the Town of Freetown and DeMello Construction Services Corp. for Stone Foundation repairs and repointing to Town Hall and Village Schoolhouse.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 12 is a discussion and vote whether to approve and ratify the chair's signature on the letter of support for the COPS hiring program grant application. And I did read this a little bit.
just timing wise, with the grant applications, we usually try to get a letter of support. And where the chief was applying for the grant which will pay for personnel, will
Yeah.
pay for cops. I thought it important for the selectmen to submit a letter of support, so we sent it in, and then you just need to ratify that it was.
Yeah,
you
that makes
agree
sense.
with it. I
Absolutely.
sent it to all the selectmen, but just need a vote.
Okay, perfect. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve and ratify the chair's signature of on the letter of support for the COPS hiring program grant application.
Motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 13, discussion and vote whether to approve the contract in the town of Freetown and Borges Brothers for curbside trash and recycling effective 7/1/2024 through 6/30/2027. And this is on page 54. All right.
Basically the same contract we had. There is a clause in there that got added. If we have to go to a different landfill, which we know Crapo Hill is
Almost full.
getting near
Yeah,
the
it's
end
getting
of
there.
its life. So we just added a clause that if they have to go to, say, CMAS or something, that if they have long wait times, that we will be responsible for paying them $45 an hour after the first 15 minutes of wait time, which I think is reasonable, because sometimes you go to CMAS and you wait a long time.
Yep. No, we call that demerge in my industry. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. Any questions or concerns?
The only, not concerned, but you look at some of the language in there as the Freetown adopted a pay as you throw, right? Or paid for town bags. I know my household, I buy regular bags, then I stuff my regular bags in the town bags.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see anything in this contract for it to change that. Let's say we move forward something with stickers instead of town bags. Would that be an issue for them? But it doesn't say anything on this contract. That would be my concern. But after reviewing it 1,000 times, I think we'd be fine if we change that down the road. as far
Yeah, I'm
as.
sure they don't really, I'm sure they won't really be concerned. I see what you're saying though, like regular bags, we just sell the stickers, something of that nature?
Right.
That's an interesting thought.
Because as you look at Cripple Lane, you have, let's say, 3 to 5 years. Now, let's say, easy math, 9,000 bags added to it every single month, every week with town trash bags, right?
Then-
On top of, inside of another trash bag. So
Yeah.
if we reduce the amount of bags, we may buy ourselves some times. So, something to think about for everyone listening at home and here, you know.
Yeah, I'd like to do a little research too and like see what other towns, because I know like we have the issues with the trash bag supplier where like there's like one supplier and the quality seems to be, you know, all over the place. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I mean, I'd be curious to see what other towns do to solve for that problem, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We have some folks at Town Hall looking into it,
Yeah.
to get us some options, I think within the Board of Health, and I know Luann and Lola done some research as well. So, there's options, we just gotta come together and see if it's a good option for Freetown.
All right, that sounds good. Okay, so with that though, I think, doesn't really directly impact this contract, so that I'll entertain a motion to approve the contract between the town of Freetown and Borges Brothers for curbside trash and recycling effective 7/1/2024 through 6/30/2027.
Motion made.
I'll second it, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay, agenda item 14, discussion and vote whether to approve the contract between the town of Freetown and Advanced Air and Heat for preventive HVAC maintenance for police station effective 7/1/2024 through 6/30/2025. I think this is important. We know we did not have a service agreement in place, and that led to some serious problems. So.
We're still having serious problems, but
Yeah. It is nice and cool in here right now. I'll say that.
Right, I agree with you, Trevor. I think this is one of those agreements that should have been baked into the
Original.
total cost of the whole project. But no money quarterback, they did the job they did, and they did a great job. I think this was just one that we need to update and make sure we're moving forward with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the price here, just so we can, you know, be transparent on how much it's gonna cost. I'm looking for it, it's right here. That's the
Yeah,
wrong
there's 2 payments of
contract.
this. There's 2 payments of $7,265 a year.
So it's about 14 grand a year, or 15 grand a year, is that?
14.5, yeah.
14.5,
Yeah.
okay.
But they change all the filters and there's like 52 units.
Yeah, and I mean, and does seem expensive, right? But when you compare that to the cost of not doing that, and then us needing to replace pretty much brand new machinery
Yeah.
and systems, it pales in comparison.
Like I said, I think when you realize there's 52 units in this building and they have multiple filters
Yeah,
and they have to be changed, I think we change them quarterly because of all the problems we've had.
yeah, trying to, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I think we're in alignment on this?
Yes.
Okay, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the contract between the town of Freetown and Advanced Air and Heat for preventive HVAC maintenance for the police station effective 7/1/2024 through 6/30/2025.
Motion made.
I'll second it, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, now we have our reappointments, which I know, Lola and Luann did a lot of work on validating all these. 'Cause there's a lot of reappointments. I mean, I don't know how many we have here. Feels like over 100. Is that fair?
Easily.
I cruised through, they all seem to be logical to me.
No, absolutely. I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. It's literally the boards and committees of this town that make our town great. Our job is much easier because of them. So I do appreciate every single one of them on this list. And it is you're right, it is a large list. We thank you for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I echo that. Okay, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the annual reappointment list in attachment A.
Motion made.
A second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 16, make sure I didn't skip anything, I don't think I did. Discussion and vote whether to approve the proposal for permit eyes or online permitting for conservation. And look through this one, it looks like also, you know, there's some additional add-ons that they'll get with this, which seem to be a payment kind of application system so that people can pay for permits online, which makes a lot of sense to me. And also the read-only access for the public, so they can go on and search for those. I think that like digitizing this makes a lot of sense. But then also, those two additional features, I think, really add a lot of value, even though, it's more expensive, but that makes sense to me.
Right, absolutely.
It's a one-time setup fee,
Okay, yeah,
so it's not an annual fee, so that helps. And we already have that in building and Board of Health in terms of the payment. I think it helps in terms of collecting monies, right? Because they automatically get put in the account, as opposed to we collect a check and then we're bringing it down to the treasurer. I just think it helps eliminate some room for error. And I don't want to insinuate we have error, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, of
It's one
course.
less step for everybody. And then people can pay online at 10 o'clock at night
Yep.
if they want to, if they need to, because lots of times people work all day and they can't get to these things. So it just gives the residents more options to get things done.
makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
to me.
absolutely. No, anything we could do, especially with town hall being as not small, but it's not at large either, especially with parking and everything else. If there's any way we can give these residents, our residents, the ability to do stuff from home, a little more convenient, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like, there's, one time, $10,000 one time, which, that's for implementation. And then there's the annual, about 5,000 for support and maintenance, which seems reasonable. And then these two additional things were $900 for the online payment integration, and then the public view is an extra $1,500 one-time fee. Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
And as someone who does software implementation for a living, I think this seems very reasonably priced, so. With that, I will entertain a motion to approve the proposal for permit eyes for the online permitting for conservation.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 17, so this is the MOA between the Town of Freetown and the Freetown Police Association regarding details for the parade and fireworks. So this is just when we have a, agreement to kind of increase the hourly pay for those officers as a way of, that will work on 4th of July, as a way to incentivize them to take those shifts. Do we know where we stand right now on those shifts?
We have a couple of officers out, so.
And I think that we've kind of put ourselves in a situation where we do this every year, so they probably wait until this happens in order to get those shifts, but that's kind of the
I'm
nature.
sure that chief is on it.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, Chief Ross has been to many of our parade and fireworks committee and keeping us apprised along the way. So, but you're right, these shifts usually get taken up at the last second, depending on availability and things like that. So, if you're out there listening, sign up
yep,
if you can.
We'll be here before we know it.
yeah,
2 weeks away.
it's crazy. Okay, so any questions or concerns?
None.
All right, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the MOA between the Town of Freetown and the Freetown Police Association regarding details for the parade and fireworks for 2024.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 18 is this discussion and vote whether to approve issuing new conservation agent, a freetownma.gov email. I think it's great that we're utilizing these. Any questions or concerns with this?
No, I'm glad we're able to do this as freely as needed for each department.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Great. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve issuing new conservation agent, a freetownma.gov email.
motion made.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 19, discussion and vote whether to approve the mandatory adjustments relative to insurance for the month of May 2024 to be made as specified in the coastal medical billing in the aggregate amount of $36,155.66. Excuse me. We don't have much of a choice here, do we?
Oh.
So with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the mandatory adjustment relative to insurance for the month of May 2024 to be made as a specified in the coastal, medical billing in the aggregate amount of $36,155.66.
Motion made.
Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item 20, discussion and vote whether to approve the transfer request from the fire chief from salary FT firefighters to gross overtime in the amount of $50,000.
This is just moving money ambulance
Yeah.
budget.
Yep. I saw them, there was something going, did you see fire trucks and ambulances on the way up here today? 'Cause I saw some activity going on.
I was right behind them when they pulled out, so they were
Yeah.
going somewhere.
They're always busy.
Always busy, I know. Okay, so any questions or concerns with this?
No.
All right, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the transfer request for the from the fire chief from salary, full-time firefighters to gross overtime in the amount of $50,000.
Motion made.
I'll second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And agenda item 21, discussion and vote whether to approve the amendment number 1 to the agreement between the town of Freetown and Greenman Pedersen, Inc. for site plan for council on aging. And what, I don't know if I saw this.
Yeah,
I did. No, I didn't.
This might have been added.
Oh, yeah, it was added. I don't think I saw it, though. Amendment, yeah, I see it. It was added. There was an email. That's my bad. I didn't look at it.
The ongoing engineering for the COA pods or struggling a little bit with the site plan. I had a meeting last week, so hopefully we're gonna move forward, but
So it looks like the amendments for, is it like $2,800?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
2890.
all right. Any questions or concerns with that?
No.
Okay, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to approve Amendment 1 to the agreement between the town of Freetown and Greenman Pedersen, Inc. for site plan for the Council on Aging.
Motion made.
Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I'll kick it over to Selectman Lopes for
Thank
personnel.
you. All right, Personnel Board. Item agenda 22, acknowledge the resignation of A. Linda Fournier from the Open Space Recreation Advisory Committee, effective 6/30/2024, and B. Sharon Rosen from the Scholarship Committee, effective 6/30/2024. Like it was said earlier, thank you to the boards, committee members, and board members of all of the committees. You guys do an amazing job, and you are the reason why our town runs so smoothly. So thank you, and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Item agenda 23, discussion and vote on whether to approve the proposed rates for the call members of the fire department as requested by Fire Chief Harry Ashley Jr., effective 7/1/2024. So, it was a rate hike of, looks like 2.5 cost of living increase from the FY24 rate hike and the proposed adjustment. So if you look at probationary, it goes from $16.02 to $16.42. And at the highest, being the captain, from $23.07 to $23.65, and everybody falls in between from that position. So pretty standard, and nothing over the top or outrageous that, which makes it which would have made it hard to say no to. This is a pretty standard increase. Any questions, concerns?
Because, budget-wise, this isn't gonna break the budget. Okay, just figured I'd ask.
Yeah, no, it's a good question to ask.
So we never know how much, so they just kind of carry a certain number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No further discussion. I will entertain the motion to approve the proposed rates for call members of the fire department as requested by Chief Harry Ashley Jr., effective 7/1/2024.
I'll make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, item agenda 24, discussion and vote whether to approve the following appointments. C, Lisa Podolsky as Animal Control Officer, Inspector of Animals, effective 5/1/2024 through 4/30/2025. And E, Jacqueline Francisco to Cultural Council, effective 6/18/2024 through 6/18/2027. Welcome back, Lisa, and thank you, Jacqueline, for stepping up.
And then nothing for Kevin on the,
No, for Kevin, that was based on the
Other one?
the-
Okay.
the previous discussion we had that we
Yep.
posted the next one.
yep,
We have more discussions as we figure that out.
okay, that sounds good.
For the record, item agenda 24C is postponed to a future meeting based on further discussion on that position.
Yeah, I think it was Gen D, but
D.
yeah, same thing, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
No concerns with C and E, though.
Okay, I entertain the motion to approve the following appointments. Lisa Podolsky as Animal Control Officer, Animal Control Agent, Inspector of Animals, effective 5/1/2024 through 4/30/2025, and Jacqueline Francisco to Cultural Council, effective 6/18/2024 through 6/18/2027.
I'll make that motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, item agenda 25, discussion and vote on whether to approve conditional offer of full-time employment for Robert N. Farias in the appointment as a student officer effective 8/26/2024 through 1/31/2025. So, Mr. Robert is a local resident here from Freetown on Chase Road. He has had a lifelong dream of becoming a police officer. He's taken the civil servant exam on a handful of occasions, and this is a great opportunity for him. We have interviewed him. The police have interviewed him. Everyone's had a chance to speak with him, and seems like strong-willed, a good character, and I don't see why we wouldn't support him moving forward.
Sounds
So,
great.
Deb,
Have him.
Deb, I think I know she was in the room as well. I think she feels the same as, it's good to have a hometown guy going to the academy, fulfilling his dream. So,
Exciting.
I think it'd be a good fit for the department.
yeah.
And I think it is nice to see residents of the town be able to work in the town.
Yeah.
Because I know when I was growing up, that was the whole police department lived here.
Yeah.
And that we've gotten away from that a little bit, so it's exciting to have some people from town being able to get on the force, so.
Great.
Yeah. If there's no further discussions, I entertain the motion to approve conditional offer of a full-time employment for Robert N. Farias in the appointment as a student officer effective 8/26/2024 through 1/31/2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations, Robert. All right. Item agenda number 26, discussion and vote on whether to approve the raises for bylaw employees as approved in the omnibus budget for fiscal year 2025. Yep, this was approved at town meeting just a few short weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, I should say. And this is just putting that into action as far as next steps forward.
Makes sense.
So, that said, it is within the budget, so it was approved by the town residents. I don't see any reasons to prolong this any further.
Okay.
I entertain the motion to approve the raises for bylaw employees as approved in the omnibus budget for fiscal year 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Thank you, Selectman Lopes.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we don't have anything for Board of Parks Commission, which is great. Jared's out. And then Town Administrator report, anything specific?
No,
Okay.
I just thought that a little bit, I'll update you on all the projects.
Yes.
I mean, I think the only thing is, we don't have any bathrooms at the town hall currently. We're all using porta-johns.
Is there a time? I don't know if I want to even give a timeline, but
There's a timeline. I mean, we're expecting the bathrooms to be back and functional mid to third week in July.
awesome.
So not crazy unless you're the one that has to use the porta-john when it's 95 degrees out. But, we're getting by. We're doing it.
Awesome.
So that's what's going on there. So,
Yeah, so just final thing, so we did get the letters from the third graders. I was not able to attend.
Oh.
I know, so I mean, if you want to check those out.
Absolutely.
And we just thank them very much for their kind words, so.
Yeah, okay, I look forward to reading these.
I think the other news I have is that we got the bids for the fire station addition.
Oh, nice.
So we just got them, so we're vetting them all.
I'm sure there's
So
some
that'll
interesting
be
numbers in there.
moving, It's below our budget.
Okay,
It's below
that's
our
great.
number.
That's
So
great
as soon as
news.
I saw that,
Nice
I was
hearing that.
jumping up and down.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you do everything right and go in conservative, it makes sense, so
So,
I'm not surprised.
And
I
we
am
got a lot
surprised,
of
but it
them,
shouldn't be.
like, I don't know, like 10 different.
Wow.
So I think we'll be working on that. So that project will be moving forard.
That's
Fantastic.
exciting, very
Yeah.
That
exciting.
is super exciting. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give you guys an update when we're, have less on our agenda of other things, but of all the different projects and where we're at. But that's a big one for you to, when I saw the numbers, I was super excited.
That's great.
I was getting nervous.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, so I think we'll sign and then, sure.
Yeah. Get to some reading.
Carl said it's part
Oh, thanks.
Which is trash contract. DeMello for just repairing the foundations. Nico's Novelty Hawkers. HVAC. Permitting for conservation. The MOA for police 4th of July detail. Ambulance. Transfer request for fire. Addendum for GPI. Pay rates for call firefighters. Inspector of animals appointments. Jacqueline Francisco for cultural council. Conditional offer for employment for the new officer.
Yeah, it was a pretty good interview. I think he's gonna be a great addition.
That's
his
awesome.
appointment slip. That's all I got.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
so with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion made.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.